welcome to Section 325 Podcast.
The second half.
Travis was late.
No, I wasn't. I was turning on the lights.
I had to give him a hard time and start a little early.
And there's Tacona, and we're 2 weeks away to football.
2 weeks.
Oh,
I mean, literally, I'm talking to my gal, and she says, Sean, I'm ready for fall. And you know what? It kind of made me happy inside. Normally, I'd say, bite your tongue. We still got summer. Let's enjoy summer, but I'm ready for football.
I was having a conversation with someone like, we have like one more vacation left, and then school is starting, and then I'm like, and football. Yeah. Like that first week in September is probably my favorite, just because one, school starts, so everyone's kind of tidying down from the summer vacations. Here in Coeur d'Alene, like half the town traffic goes down by half.
It's already happened.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, just driving here.
Yeah.
Usually Ramsey Avenue is just bumper to bumper. And I'm like, this is great.
Well, because I think college started now in most places.
Yeah.
So,
oh, wow, what a difference.
I know NIC started. It's their first week of school. So,
well, there must have been a lot of 18 to 22-year-olds driving around because,
yeah.
Man, the traffic was nice. Anyway,
and then, yeah, of course, it's the first week of football, so it's very exciting. We are here. I want some Bo Nix action. You want some Sam Darnold action?
Well, we got some. we got to see Sam Darnold one drive. Well, I don't think they're going to play in week 3.
Bo didn't start. They didn't play.
We played Sam Darnold one series, and it was crisp. Okay. I mean, crisp. The offensive line was moving people. And, of course, Kansas City's not playing their starters. They didn't play them at all. But
they suit them up, I think. Yeah, that's it.
I mean, it was pure domination on the offensive line for running backs. I think Darnold maybe completed 2 passes, but he only threw the ball twice. So you can't ask for any better. Then we had like a 25-yard run to the end zone for a touchdown. So, I talked with a buddy of mine who's also a Seahawks fan, Zach Davis, the original guy I used to be the podcast with.
Well, I know.
Now you're the anchor. You're the guy.
Yeah.
Right?
I've been here longer than he has now.
You have.
Officially.
Zach did one
season.
Half
and
a
done.
Season.
We
started halfway in. He did half a season. And
you guys started maybe, 3rd or 4th week?
Yeah.
And then...
It was and then he was kind of like that Mercury Sable I used to own. He just quit on me, All right, Zach, hope you're watching.
That sounds like my Ford Bronco.
Yeah. Yeah. But anyway, 2 weeks away. Him and I were talking, Seahawk football like we do after every game. And wow, you just you really feel like, and the way the players are talking, right? It's not just,
and that's the thing
players.
Too. You feel what the players are feeling. Like, you hear that locker room chatter in a way.
Yeah.
And as a fan, it gets you pumped up. Like, I can't speak for other teams in the league, but right now Broncos, they have that brotherhood in the locker room. Like, everyone is like wanting to come together, right. And this is not saying we're a Cowboys saying this is our year or anything like that, but they're gonna want to win some games and playoff games.
Yeah, well, I think, when you have a good defense and a good coach, but now you have the missing link to what makes teams go, and that is an elite quarterback, right? Not just a quarterback. I would say that he has the tools to be an elite quarterback. I know it's only his 2nd year, but, I mean, that rookie year was impressive to take them to the playoffs. So, yeah, Denver should be excited. I think that you kind of knew that excitement going in, where we were kind of like Sam Darnold.
Yeah, up in the air, kind of like what Sam are we going to get type of thing.
But the offensive line was always the thing that even when Carroll was there, we couldn't run the ball like we used to.
Mm-hmm.
So what changed? All these guys are big, strong. They all are pros. Of course, some are better than others, but you're telling me that there's that much far a drop-off between other teams and our team based on just talent? No, I don't believe it was talent. I really believe it was scheme and coaching. And then last year you bring in a college coach that obviously didn't have a good fit, even though we won 10 games, didn't make it to the playoffs, but They fired him. Now you bring in a Clint Kubiak, and he's changed. You should see these guys flying off the ball. They're moving.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I realize it's just preseason, but we didn't know anything about Russell Wilson until we watched him in the preseason, and that translated over into us winning a Super Bowl 2 years later.
Yeah,
So
was this Russell's second year?
second year.
Second year they won the Super Bowl? Okay. Good
So
to know.
I'm just saying, yeah, you're in the same position, right? So when you see things and it's like, wow, okay, it is just preseason, but if it's translating over and you're seeing the same things you saw in preseason, well, that's just the talent of the person. So
Mm-hmm.
Darnold looked crisp. The ball came out. I mean, he knew exactly where he's going with the ball. And in fact, his first pass, he wanted to go one way and quickly went to the second throw, which is to the tight end. And it was on the money. Just, I don't know. He's doing things a certain way. He was talking about Darnold, right?
Yeah.
He said before he didn't have he wasn't consistent in the way he did things. It was just like he kind of just went about doing all his stuff. But when he put in a plan of consistency on how he wants to learn their opponent, learn the playbook for that week, go after it. It's
And
all
here's
structured.
the thing, too. He's just going to get better and better with the team. Because, yeah, sure, everything's new now, but then after a week or so, I'm like, okay, that's how we run the offense. That's how we do things. And then take that into the next week.
Now you hear the players, and they're like, listen, Clint Kubiak, we are going to be a offense to be reckoned with. He said everyone is on the same page. And I'm like, well, let's go.
Yeah,
let's go.
I'm looking forward to just Denver's year this year because, I mean, hearing analysis say that they have Denver as the favorite in the division, I mean, not all analyses are saying that, but, I'm hearing a few that they say that the Chiefs will be taken down either by the Broncos or the Chargers.
It may turn out to be the toughest division in football.
It is. I mean, and I think KC knows that too.
And I think
they know that they have to face against Pete Carroll's team, a
sure
Hobbiak team, and then Sean Payton's team, like
Harbaugh,
yeah,
Hobbiak.
Sorry,
you combined Kubiak
yeah,
and Harbaugh.
I did.
Hobbiak. To those two coaches together, they might win a Super Bowl. Anyway, yeah, I mean, I think.
I mean, right? That's
if the Raiders can compete with Pete, because that's what he does, then it is the best in all four teams.
If you look at all the divisions, it's the only team right now that you can say all Hall of Fame head coaches.
Yeah. Yeah.
It is. I mean, you can't speak for a few here and there, but there's a lot of new coaches too. You don't know anything.
Harbaugh at least be in the college.
Yeah. At least college,
yeah,
right?
At least college.
Harbaugh.
Harbaugh. But anyway, yeah. So let's get into the show. We clearly are excited. We know that everybody out there is excited because everybody loves the NFL. It's the number one sport in the United States.
It is.
I don't know about the world, but we travel over the world and play in Germany and Europe and all these places.
And what I don't like,
Mexico.
It's the shortest sports season there is.
It's brutal. But
I know.
Here's what I do know. Is that when Super Bowl happens, guess what? Winter's coming to an end. So at least football gets you going through the winter. All right. Well, season projections. Which New York team will have a better record? Giants or Jets?
Well, they played against each other the other day in their preseason game, which I think they do every year if they don't play in that season. I didn't watch much of the game. Did you see Russell out with the Giants?
I did. I watched his highlights.
Okay, he did. Okay. So I saw Jackson or Dart, whatever the new
Jackson Dart.
Yeah, Jackson Dart, and he looked good. Yeah, and I think sure Russell will have the start, but that's going to be their franchise quarterback. I think.
Yeah, whether it's I mean, in some cases teams get impatient and they might bring him in this year, depending on how Russell plays.
Depending, yeah.
I know I've seen a lot of people saying like, you better watch out for the Giants this year.
Mm-hmm.
At Russell as the quarterback, but then they didn't skip a beat by saying the future looks good because Jackson is definitely the future. So Russell's just holding down the fort. He's getting older, but if he could play a couple good years, get out, retire, good.
And
But he did throw a 65-yard
that's the highlight I saw.
bomb.
Yep, that's right.
But then he also threw an interception in the end zone into double coverage. However, the safety played high, and that's where I think the wide receiver was supposed to go, unless since the safety was playing high, he
The
took it to the middle
the
of the
receiver
field.
zigged instead of zagged.
Yes. So it's hard to say who was at
The
fault
fault,
there,
yeah.
but if I'm looking at it, since the safety's high, then the receiver's supposed to go under that coverage, and Russell threw it
Yeah.
to the wrong spot. But
So
I don't know. I mean, I'm not an expert on the X's and O's, but I've watched a lot of football. I'm saying Russell threw a pick. So at the end of
and
the
then
day,
and then the Jets, Fields. It's kind of funny how Russell and Fields were on the same team last year.
yeah, they're both with New York
And then
teams.
they're now both with New York teams.
Fields couldn't. They had a scrimmage. Jets and the Giants had a scrimmage, and Fields couldn't complete a pass.
Uh,
He was atrocious. And I don't know how he did in the preseason game. I didn't see.
mm-hmm.
But if you're asking me who the better team is, it's going to be the Giants.
I'm going with the Giants as well. Neighbors, their receiver, I think Wilson will have a fun field day with him. He's a top receiver for sure. And I mean, if they do struggle in the beginning of the season and they put in Dart in, I think he will do just fine.
Is they get Scadaboo? Is Scadaboo a Giant? That little running back from the
Oh, I don't know.
Arizona State?
I don't know.
I think he's there.
Okay.
Anyway,
Oh yeah, that guy's awesome. That guy's tough.
He looks tough,
In a
dude.
bowl game, he was.
He's not
He
very
was
big.
no,
he's
he was a baller in the bowl game. Yeah.
He's like a bowling ball coming at you. But
Yeah.
anyway, yeah, Scadaboo. I think he's a guy that kind of electrifies the people around him too. I think that he's just one of those hard workers. But nobody's going to outwork Russell. I think Russell's going to be prepared, and I think he played really good with the Steelers. And then if you see all the reports, Russell wanted to cook. And he went on, he cooked one game, he changed the plays at the line, and they said, "You're not doing that anymore."
Mm.
And that's where they lost all the games. Because Russell, he's still got that, hopefully he just listens to what's being called, trust the coaches.
Yeah.
Because, it's all about trust. And they trust him to say, okay, hey, if you really see it and you want to change that play, Russell, do it.
Yeah.
Because I think I think every great quarterback and coach have that report. Do you think Brady was told by Belichick, "Don't you ever change a play"?
Oh,
And do you think Brady said, "I'm going to change every play because you guys suck"? No, it wasn't that way.
Mm-mm.
And so success comes from when you're a team and you're locked in together and you trust the guy next to you.
Or when Manning would Omaha every play.
Yeah.
Yeah. I saw an old clip of him saying, someone asked, "Hey, what does that Omaha mean?" And he's basically like, "Well, it's basically reading the defense and then changing the play to a run play. But then sometimes it could be a play action or even a draw play. And sometimes it's just canceling the play in general and starting all over from play two." Like he was just throwing it all out there. There's no true
No
meaning.
rhyme or reason. So
Yeah,
it's
no
the
true
same
meaning.
word for all of it. They just know what's going to happen. Wow. Talk about having to pay attention in class. Wait, Omaha. Wait. So we call it the play? Are we running the play?
And it also depends on if we're going north or south, and then also the wind direction.
Oh, man. He's never going to give it up. So we both agree that the Giants will be the better team. How long will Joe Flacco last? Named the starting quarterback in Cleveland over
5 other quarterbacks.
Yeah, sounds like Shadur's out.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, you can't keep 5 quarterbacks on your roster.
3 at the most.
3, if maybe. So we don't know the cuts yet, but I mean, as of beginning of the preseason, Sanders was number 4. Tyler Huntley, when they brought him in, I don't know if he was put at 5 or to compete for the second string position. And then Gabriel Dillon, he said that he was here to compete. And he had a pretty good preseason game. So
and who's that guy?
He's the one that got drafted before Sanders in the 3rd round.
Oh, gosh.
Yeah. So he got drafted first in the 3rd and Sanders at the 5th.
Oh.
In the 5th round. So
wow. Could Sanders go to the practice squad? Do you think
Yeah.
anybody's going to take him?
I
They
mean,
caught him. He
again,
doesn't make
again,
cuts.
he would be
Who
cheap.
takes
He's cheap,
who
fifth
takes
rounder.
Shador? Who needs a backup quarterback at either third string or second string
I mean,
that you would even trust this guy to come in?
yeah, I don't know. I think most everyone in the league has decent backup quarterbacks, if not competing for a.
Maybe the Cowboys do it. Make Dion happy.
Yeah,
See if
yeah.
he'll
There
come
we
coach
go.
him next year.
Yeah, maybe.
I don't know.
Come on, Jerry.
Come on, Jerry, do the right thing. Yeah. All right. Well, I think
I
Flacco. I think he makes it the whole year.
yeah.
He's a big guy.
I think he can make it the whole year unless they go 0-4 the first
Then
time.
you bring in your
and then
third
and then you
rounder.
bring in someone else. But yeah, I think the Browns, their strength of schedule isn't too bad to where I think they can still win a couple games. I don't know who they play the first four.
Even though they have to play Cincinnati, Pittsburgh, and the Ravens twice each.
Well,
Ouch.
let's just say they go 0-6 there.
Yeah. How do they beat any of those teams? I know
Yeah,
they beat the Steelers last year in a snow game with Winston on Monday night.
you know
I
what?
remember that one. I
They'll
think they beat
probably
the Ravens too, if I'm not
they
mistaken.
beat the Ravens in one game. I can see them split maybe one or two of those teams. Like they could go 2-4.
Yeah.
I'll give them that.
Well, we're gonna find
But
out. Did you watch last night's Monday night game?
no,
Wow. I've never seen a preseason game so like guys into the game.
I did see some highlights. I heard Joe Buck and Troy Aikman doing their.
Dude,
Where's Manning
Burrow
Cast, by the way?
Burrow was out there competing like a mofo with not his starting wide receivers. He was like, I mean, really trying. Like it didn't matter. He was, and so was the kid who won Rookie of the Year last year on Washington side,
Oh yeah,
Jalen.
yeah, Jalen Daniels.
Jalen Daniels. I was Jaden Daniels, and oh my gosh, I was like, wait a minute, did the season start? Did I miss something? Because the start of the game seemed like a regular
Yeah,
season game.
I mean, I saw the highlights.
And then as
You're
soon
right.
as the
It kind of did.
quarterbacks went out, then it felt like a preseason game.
It's just the first quarter you
But
want to watch.
man, I was enjoying it. I was
Yeah,
really enjoying it. So Flacco, I think he gets through the whole season. But like you said, yeah, I mean, if you're 0 and or 1 in something, and
1-4.
you
Yeah,
just say, hey, let's get our guy some reps and get him ready for next year.
yeah,
Get him a draft pick,
yeah.
unless Shador Sanders bumps this kid. But
I don't know, but Dylan looked pretty good actually.
did he?
Yeah. And with that, I will go with Dylan.
Okay, Dylan. Yeah, I
So
mean,
yeah, if Falco doesn't last all year, who would replace him? I'll
and
go with
then
Dylan
and then Shador is
because
going to Dallas.
I think Kenny Pickett is there. I
Oh,
think
that's Pickett. Yeah.
yeah. So I don't know. Like I can see Pickett going being traded somewhere else because he could maybe start somewhere
Oh,
else.
how upset would you be with Pickett, right? You got
Yeah.
some old guy Flacco got to start before you did.
I mean, he was on the couch a couple seasons ago.
What made him come back? Just is he? Did he retire? Or?
I don't think he retired. I think he was just a free agent and just didn't get
I'll never
a
forget.
shot yet. And then Cleveland Browns were dropping like flies.
I
The
remember he's
quarterbacks.
with the Ravens, won a Super Bowl, and then they gave him a new contract, so he got that big contract.
Then he went to Denver.
And before he went to Denver, though, after he signed the contract, they asked him what he did to celebrate. And he said he went to McDonald's and got a Big Mac. I thought that was kind of funny that Joe Flacco could have went anywhere, could have got a nice steak dinner, just went all out. But no, he
Went to
went to
McDonald's.
McDonald's. Like the guy's just pretty simple, I think, and has a bad diet. I don't think anybody should be eating McDonald's unless you're on a road trip and there's nothing else. All right, which sophomore quarterback will have a good year? Well, I mean, I know why you're asking this question.
Well, actually, honestly, so if you look at all six that were drafted in that first round, I honestly think Caleb Williams will have a better year than all of them. He had an okay freshman year. I think the lack of coaching, affected his abilities that he can do. But I think now with Ben Johnson going in, I think he might be the first Chicago quarterback to throw more than 4,000 yards. and I think he's going to have a year.
I watched the preseason game highlights, and man,
That's my
it
prediction, of
looked
course.
like the Detroit Lions,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
It it looked like the Detroit Lions. It was fast. It was quick decisions by the quarterback and running the ball, all those things, and they put up some points. I know it's just preseason, but you hope that translates over the regular season.
But
So
and again, also, sure, I hope I know Bo Nix will do well. You hope, but I don't think it's going to be like I have people asking me. It's like, oh, is Bo Nix going to have like a CD Stroud year, where CD Stroud his second year he just did not perform well. Like I think his touchdown to interception ratio was completely off. So people ask me that about Bo. I'm like, well, honestly, I think he's in a system where he is going to be able to shine. He has better weapons that we added to the team. So, yeah, he'll have a better year, but I don't think he will have a better year as Caleb Williams will. That's
yeah,
my
yeah.
guess.
I
Bo
I
Nix will have
haven't
a better year than the year before, but not as well
I haven't
as.
been able to watch Bo Nix in the preseason, but I have been able to watch Caleb and Jaden. And boy, that's hard to answer. But I'll go opposite of you. I'll say Jaden Daniels
Yeah.
because he did look really good last night, and he put on a little weight, not
Okay,
much.
that's good. That was my only worry that I have for him because
Yeah,
I feel like you can't be a scrambling quarterback if you're.
he's actually a large dude because he is pretty tall.
Yeah.
But he looks slight last year, and he doesn't look like like he's put on all this muscle, but he definitely, you could tell he's a little thicker.
Okay.
He's a little
Good.
thicker.
Well,
You know?
wish him luck.
Yeah. Seattle's record after 4 weeks.
This is more for you.
I appreciate that.
Yeah.
I think I think 2-2 is the natural thing that you could look at and just go, okay, we're going to take care of home, and Pittsburgh and Arizona, divisional rivalry. Pittsburgh's hard to play, but last year we lost one game on the road.
Yeah, you guys do well on
We
the
went
road.
7-1. 7-1 on the road.
Yeah.
I believe
your travel's
it
not
was either 7-1
not
or
easy.
6-2, but
You're traveling from West Coast to East Coast mostly.
right. But at home, we only won three games out of 9 at home.
Yeah. Yeah, you have 9. We have 9 this year.
Yeah, one on the road.
Swap.
So we won 3 at home, and we lost 1 on the road. Isn't that crazy? So yeah, we were 10-7 last year.
Yeah.
So that would make sense. So when I first looked at the schedule that came out, I was like, okay, we're definitely gonna take San Francisco at home first game.
Yeah.
We're not losing at home. We had a bad record. They're gonna come out. They're gonna feed off the energy with that defense. And
yeah, don't touch the screen.
And I believe that I'll just go back one. And I believe that that playing on the road and beating San Francisco, I think we go into Pittsburgh and we beat Aaron Rodgers last year in New York. And I want to say we start 3-0, and then possibly, since Thursday night game in Arizona, they're going to be geeked up as well. They started well last year. I'll say 3-1 to start the year.
3-1. So you're losing to Arizona.
Yes.
Okay. Yeah. Okay.
We do play well. Oops, we do play well in Arizona.
I will say, I think you will beat Arizona. You still go 3-1 because I think that Pittsburgh game will be.
So we'll flip flop those.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
3-1.
3-1. Okay.
Denver's record after 4 weeks. Ooh.
We opened the season with Titans. That's an easy win. Colts. Colts announced their starting quarterback, Daniel Jones.
I saw that.
Yeah.
Boy, Richardson, he's done.
I think he's done.
You can't start over.
Well, remember his
Daniel Jones?
Yeah, remember his thing last year where he just like tapped out on a play and then you thought he got hit hard or something, and
he was just tired.
He was just tired. You can't have that as your quarterback.
Yeah, I mean that works in basketball because you got a bench load of people that can come in and play your position.
So we take that one. We in the past years we usually split with the Chargers. And it's funny, we usually win at their place, and then they beat us in Denver. So I can see that happening. And again, but it's a divisional game. Uh, like you have to compete, especially in the West. Um, but I'll take them as a loss. And Cincinnati, it's the beginning of the season of Cincinnati. They don't do well in the beginning of the season, so
It's
I'll take
true.
that win.
I think that's why they had Burrow playing.
Yeah.
I think that's why they had Burrow playing, to see if that'll help
So
get him off to a fast start.
so we'll
But
go 3-1.
you're at home. That defense
Monday night,
on a Monday
man,
night game,
dude, at Mile High, Monday night,
that's
primetime games.
exactly how I looked at it. You start 2-0, probably
Those are the games I love to go to.
lose to the Chargers, beat Cincinnati. Now, like you said, that
We can easily go 4-0.
yeah, you
We
could.
can easily go 0-4. But
Uh,
that's not. I don't think that's the case here with Denver. Like I say, we start 2 wins right away, and then you can easily go 50-50 on each of those
well, if you break it down into
quarters.
4 quarters, right?
Yep.
And you go 3-1 in all those quarters, you're a playoff team and probably going to host a game.
Yeah.
Well, 3-1, I agree.
At least.
Oops. So this is your top 10 fantasy players.
Yeah.
I'll let Travis take it from here. I'm just going to listen, maybe think about how good the Seahawks are going to be or something. He's the fantasy guru.
I'm not the guru. This is just what maybe I might go with. I don't know.
There's a lot of nerds out there that are playing fantasy football,
Yeah.
and you guys love it.
I'm in 3 leagues this year.
Oh, gosh.
It's the most I'll do. Last year I did 4 because I was like pulled into it with my office. So I don't think that's happening this year. But I'm sticking with my 3. And
okay, so
yeah.
These are the players you would want in all 3 leagues.
Yeah, I'd be happy with whatever draft order I'm in. So
okay, number 10.
So Nico Collins. There's a few players on this list that I will just call out right now. You don't have AJ Brown, which some people might say. Monique Neighbors in New York. Some people have him on the top 10. And shockingly, I don't have Christian McCaffrey. I will call that out right now. I don't have him on my list.
I would say you're not the only one.
Yeah, the only reason, even though I think he's around 6'7" in a lot of top 10 lists. I'm just worried that he's just going to do the typical thing where he gets injured and he's done halfway through. I mean, that's what happened the last few times. So, but yeah, anyway, Nico Collins, he was probably the number 1 receiver halfway through the season, and then he got injured with a hamstring, so he was kind of done. So I think if he's healthy, he will be.
Where did Nico go to college?
Don't know.
Auburn.
Okay.
Right.
Okay. I don't know.
Well,
Auburn?
I don't know. I'm guessing. It's a wide receiver. You.
Anyway, yeah. So Nico Collins for Houston. Number 10. Number 9 would be.
Oh,
Genty.
Man, already.
Yeah, that's probably as high as I would take him. Honestly, maybe if I was to pick between these two, I would maybe pick Collins just because I know he could probably get me some more numbers. But he would be a powerful running back if that's what you're looking for to draft first, a running back.
Wow.
But yeah, that's probably about as high as I would.
I didn't expect to see Ashton in the top 10, but here we are. Number 8. Oh, Amon-Ra St. Brown. I saw him in training camp. They were showing he was abusing that poor defensive back. And the dude doesn't drop anything. If you look at last season, I don't think he had any drops.
And you see him he was on The Receiver on Netflix. He makes a comment in one of the games, like one of the receivers like, "Oh, you just dropped." I'm like, "Well, I mean, yeah, I can get an extra 2 or 3 yards, but I'm going to save my body where I can get, 100 more on the year."
Yeah, look at Tyler Lockett. He always fell down.
Yep. So
sometimes a little too early. Tyler.
I mean, he'll have 12 catches a game. So I mean, he's a good back. Receiver to have.
This is going to be his year. He looks. I mean, he looks like in primo shape.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think they got angry after that loss because he is in primo shape. Oh, and then, Jamar Gibbs,
and
his
the
teammate.
running back. Yeah. Okay. He'll have a lot of receiving touchdowns.
Mm-hmm.
I'll say, coming out of the backfield. So he's a receiving running back too. So
Jameer, excuse me.
Jameer, I want to say Jeremy Gibbs for some
No,
reason,
it's
but
Jameer.
it's Jameer.
Jameer Gibbs, and he is a talent.
Yeah. And
Puka
Puka,
Naku.
with Adams, Devontae Adams coming into town, I think the attention will be on Adams, but Puka is gonna be the one to shine.
And then just a little bit of stuff I read on him. He's got a girlfriend who says he's not paying attention to her baby, and she doesn't even know who the father is.
Oh, all
So
right.
she said Puka is not nice.
There's another receiver that has a lot of babies with
Oh,
Tyreek
Tyreek.
Hill.
Oh
Yeah.
man, Tyreek.
Mm.
CeeDee Lamb.
CeeDee Lamb, as much as drama he can cause, which I haven't heard any this year.
I mean, he didn't get injured on the sideline when the referee plowed him over.
Yeah, man, what a shot by the referee, though, man.
Flashy. He was sitting there doing something on the sidelines,
He
like
was
trying to be
celebrating the
cool.
catch.
He likes to do all those hand movements. But
Yeah.
anyway, there's
Anyway,
one he's not allowed to do anymore. It's a penalty.
yeah. No, you can't be in
Is
the
it the one where
right.
you sniff and then point? Or
Yes, you
is
can't
that
do
the
that
one?
one. Yep. But yeah, no, I have him in the top 5.
Okay, yeah.
He's just a solid
He's good.
receiver.
He's good.
Like, that's the only thing going in for Dallas these
And
days.
especially if he plays hard every play, he takes some plays off. I've seen it. All right, Bijan. Yeah, dude's a talent in second year. Should be a better
second
year for him.
year. And it's funny, I saw a clip that in fantasy football, this one guy, he drafted, he was the number 1 pick, and he drafted Bijan, but he accidentally put up Brian Robinson Jr. up there first, and his his fantasy team would not, or his league would not.
Oh no!
He's like, the sticker's on the board, man. It's official.
Oh, that's tough.
Because he didn't notice it until like maybe three picks later, so it was already done.
Oh
Like,
no!
yeah, yep. Because then someone else actually picked him, and he's like, "Wait, no, that's no." And like, it's too late.
Oh no! That's like that one time in the shower I let go of a running back accidentally onto waivers.
Oh yeah,
Cleveland Browns, the guy that broke his
Chubb.
leg.
Yeah,
Chubb.
Chubb.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nick Chubb.
So, number 1 running back that I have, Barkley.
Saquon
Man,
Barkley.
he's a beast. I think he's going to have another year in Philly.
So your top 2 positions are not running backs.
They're receivers, yes. Because how I see how the league is, I think you should. I mean, again, depending on where you draft, if you feel like you want a running back instead, you should have an elite receiver. This is just me based saying. Then you can draft your next two picks as your running backs, and
Sure.
and receivers they go far.
Well, it's a throwing league now.
Yep.
And I haven't been in the fantasy football gig for a few years, but let us know, like, who you drafted first. Is it a wide receiver? Is it a running back? Are you taking a guy like Jared Goff who puts up serious numbers?
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. I think most people are waiting on quarterbacks. But
yeah, I mean, I'm not one to get a quarterback in the first round. Never. That's just not me. Maybe in the second, if in the late round of the second, but yeah, if I'm picking the number 1 quarterback and I'm in the 3rd round, I'll take it.
Who's your top quarterback in fantasy
right now this year? Josh Allen is up there.
What about Jared Allen?
he's retired.
Oh man, wrong guy. Okay, let's go.
I would say Josh Allen is my
Josh Allen.
Yeah, is my number 1 quarterback.
All right, number 2.
Number 2, Justin Jefferson.
Justin Jefferson. Oh, I think I know who number 1 is.
Yeah, it's a JJ to JJ. I think.
Yeah.
Yep. And then Jamar Chase. Chase is going to have a year. There's this ongoing curse where the projected number 1 player in fantasy football in the last like 10 years, the number 1 person gets injured that year. It's kind of like the Madden curse, but then this is actually the fantasy ranking curse. So we'll see about Chase if he gets injured or not, because he is number 1 in most top 10 lists. So
he could have done last year alone and his rookie year, he literally has more on tape than most guys have in their entire career.
Yeah.
I mean, last year
So
was.
if he's healthy, he will have a great year, especially with Burrow, like how he had a year last year too.
All right, well,
Just
there you go.
just the way that they had
Top 10.
top 10 right here. So yeah, just the way that they were as a team, and like how Chase had all these numbers, and like they still didn't make the playoffs. It's just
Wow, you start off with 1-5 or whatever.
yeah.
I don't
So
know what it was, but and they lost games because their defense couldn't stop anybody.
no,
If they just got like one stop extra per game,
or
they
a
won.
PI against the Chiefs.
Yeah, that was tough. The guy was
Yeah,
there a little early. Do you let it go in that? I think the throw was high, so I don't think it.
it wasn't catchable. I don't think.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I mean, gosh,
Anyway, we're not bitter. Chiefs lost the Super Bowl. We're happy.
Chiefs got 2 wins. Very luckily, that was one of them. The other one, remember the
The
little
toe,
toenail was
the
on
first game of
the.
the year.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, but yeah. Anyways,
No,
that was my list. Tell me what you guys think. If I should have someone out, should I have someone in? But again, this is my take. This is my list, and
looks
yeah.
good to me. I think anybody would take any of those guys. Nico and Ashton Gentry. I I hope Gentry's good.
I hope. I mean, he's from BSU. I'm from Boise, so you kind of have that the
What about the other running
home.
back with Detroit? Is he still?
Oh, Zeke Elliott. No,
No,
not Detroit. Detroit.
Detroit.
Oh, Montgomery. Sorry,
Yeah,
I thought
Montgomery.
you were
He's
saying
good too.
Dallas. Montgomery. Yeah, he's good. No, he is good. Like he's good at goal line. Like he'll get those goal line touchdowns in short games. Like Gibbs, he'll have more of a passing. That's in a PPR league. That's where you get most of your points.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Well,
So
there it is. Top 10 fantasy players, Wolf style. So yeah. So back to two short weeks away, and we kick off the NFL season. Today's Tuesday, so 2 weeks away.
two
Thursday the
weeks,
4th,
2 days.
September 4th.
September 4th.
Eagles and the Cowboys.
Go Eagles.
Yeah, nobody. I mean, if you're a Cowboy fan, I mean, have you given up already? Do you just stare at your 90s memorabilia? Were you even alive? Were you even born by the time, Are you just hoping and praying because your dad was a fan or whatever that they come around someday? Or have you given up and now you're a Chiefs fan? Because, some people give up on their teams and they just go, like, remember when there was all these Patriot fans all of a sudden? You're like,
Yeah.
oh, what part of Massachusetts did you grow up in? They didn't. They just are like, oh, I want to cheer for a winner. Everybody says, oh, your team's so good. And I'm just like, no.
Well, and people ask me
What?
why am I a Bronco fan? Again, my family lived in outside of Denver before they moved to Boise, so I grew up as a Bronco fan.
I grew up a Steelers fan because my dad was a Steelers fan. But then I went to a game where the Steelers played the Hawks in the Kingdome. And the Steelers were up early. The Seahawks came back. The crowd was going wild. Seattle won the game. And at 8 years old, I was like, I got to be a Seahawks fan. And I don't know that worked out for me too well until we won that Super Bowl. But I will tell you that when you bandwagon and jump to another team just because they're winning, it'll never feel good. It'll never. When the Sonics left, I was like, well, I'm not going to be an Oklahoma fan.
Mm-hmm.
Who am I going to cheer? And I can't be a Portland Trailblazers fan. It just didn't feel right. So I'm like, you know what? I'll go with Golden State. I'll go with the Golden State Warriors.
Okay.
They're up and coming. They got this kid named Curry who came out of Davidson, beat the Zags in the tournament, and he was unstoppable. And then you got Klay Thompson from the Cougs. I'm like, okay, I'm going to cheer for Golden State. And guess what? They won the NBA Finals that first year. It meant nothing. I wasn't like emotional.
Yeah, you weren't deep
nothing.
In emotions
It
with
was
like
just another
lost
game.
Seasons. Yeah.
It was another game. But I will tell you that when I'm as a Hawks fan, when we won against your Broncos in Super Bowl 48, even though it was a blowout, you're still scared that you might lose until you just wanted that final horn to go off, whistle, whatever.
You know what? That's how I felt last year. I was hoping that the Chiefs would somehow come back and win. I'm like, oh no, like Just finish the
Just
game.
finish the game. And then you finish the game and you're like, this is what you dreamed of all those years. Like, I can remember being younger as a, high school, and they would go, you're leading up to the Super Bowl and they're talking about all the prior Super Bowls. Yeah. So here's all the teams that are in it. Never a Seahawk highlight, ever. And I'm like, will we ever go? I get season tickets in 2004 was my first year. I ordered them in 03. And 2004 was my first season. Since then, 3 Super Bowl trips for the Seahawks, 3 NFC conference championships. Yeah. And we won all 3. So super exciting. And as you pointed out, we're the only team to play in the AFC and NFC championship game. But
we never won the AFC.
We didn't. We lost to the Raiders that year. But, you know, it means something when you stick with your team, wins or loss. And I think that's why we have respect for each other. We don't give each other such a hard time because, when you're passionate about your team, you respect that person.
Yeah, I will say there was a moment probably, 15, 12 years ago when Seahawks fans were kind of coming out of the bushes all of a sudden. I had a dislike for the Seahawks just because of the reason, because you have these new fans that are claiming that they're all-time fans when they can't even tell you the last quarterback was before Russell.
Yeah.
And that's an easy answer for anyone that's not a Seahawk fan and just a football fan.
Well,
but anyway, again, it's frustrating when they're cheering and like just doing, not knowing anything about the game, and it frustrates you as a fan, as a football fan. But then again, I have respect for those long-term fans, and of course, I've always had respect. We want to be friends if that was the case.
Yeah. Here's a funny. That's why I have season tickets. I went to the first game in 03, and 45,000 people were seated at that game against the New Orleans Saints, and it holds 67,000 at that time. Now it holds 69 or 70, whatever it is, and I was like, where is everybody? You have all the hope in the world. The first game of the year. Mm-hmm. Holmgren's your coach. You got Dilfer and Hasselbeck. You don't know who's going to be the starter. Ended up being Dilfer that year, but still. It's like, or maybe it was Hasselbeck. I don't remember. But anyway, you had Sean Alexander. You had Walter Jones, Steve Hutchinson. We had all the hope in the world, and nobody showed up. But guess what? Oh, they went to a Super Bowl, and 04, they went to the playoffs. And then all of a sudden, 05, we're playing really good. And we go to our first Super Bowl, and that place was packed. It was loud. And all of a sudden, waiting list to this day. Yeah. And so I'm just glad that the fans have stuck around because we've been good. We've been a good team. You look at wins over the past 20 seasons.
Oh, absolutely.
Seattle's at the top.
Yeah.
They are near the top. Mm-hmm. But winning in the regular season's awesome. But once you've had a taste of the Super Bowl, man, just to get to the playoffs, that doesn't. Let's win it and get back to the Super Bowl. That's the way I look at it now. It's like, oh, you're in the playoffs. Like Seattle made the playoffs a couple years ago.
Well, unless you're like the Jets, like you just want to get to the playoffs.
They want to get to. Well, yeah, they. Jeez. All right. Anyway, let's not ruin the show by talking about the Jets. Well, anyway, hey, great show, man. Thank you for watching. We'll be coming at you every week. Section 325 signing out.